all the high stakes, all the drama, everything is on the line tonight here at Dodger Stadium. Game 5 of the 2024 National League Division Series. It doesn't get any better than this. The San Diego Padres, the Los Angeles Dodgers, two NL West rivals, separate by 5 wins from one another. The Padres winning the regular season series for the first time in 14 years. But there is a lot of pressure on every player to perform up to expectations tonight, as with every winner-take-all game. Hello everyone, I am Alec Nava. Welcome to Los Angeles, California at Vin Scully Avenue. Facing elimination, the Dodgers, they had a big-time performance from their bullpen to force a Game 5 in an 8-0 shutout victory. They faced elimination in the NLCS for a third consecutive season, hoping that this time they will be different. They were ready to finally punch back when their backs were pinned against the wall. They staved off elimination with an 8-0 blowout win, extending the best-of-5 series to a win or go home. And the Dodgers finally showed the fight that everyone was waiting for. That Mookie Betts said, quote, "We have a bunch of grinders and a bunch of fighters. We knew this wasn't going to be easy. Nothing's easy. And so you just gotta take whatever cards you're dealt and play them. And that's what we've been doing." The teams that won Game 4 trailing 2-1 have then won Game 5 27 of 48 times. However, teams are only 62 and 66 all time in the postseason while playing a winner-take-all game in their home ballpark, including the Brewers' loss to the Mets in Game 3 of this year's NL Wildcard Series. Their starting pitching has been an issue to start this postseason, and not having a better option for Wednesday's game, the Dodgers, they lean on their bullpen to save their season. An unconventional move from Dave Roberts, even in today's game, especially for a club that has one of the highest payrolls in baseball, but they never flinched at the idea. Instead of huddling up for a pregame meeting, their relief corps responded with one of their best pitching performances on the season, one reliever at a time, 8 in total. Their never say die mentality propelled them to victory. As for Game 5, our starters for tonight's game will be Darvish for the Padres and Yoshinobu Yamamoto for the Dodgers, an all-Japanese starting pitcher lineup. The first MLB playoff matchup between Japanese-born starters ever in MLB history. It all comes down for both teams in the NLCS. Can Ohtani and Yamamoto lead the Dodgers to the NLCS? Or will Fernando Tatis Jr. and Manny Machado spoil all the fun? And it was a bit of a weird season for Darvish to begin with. The 38-year-old had multiple stints on the injured and restricted list, and he ended up missing more than 3 months. But in 16 starts, he went 7-3 with a 3.31 ERA. And ever since his return in September 4th, the Padres are 6-0 in games in which he has started. At age 38, his strikeout rate continues to decline, so he has been relying on a sinker a lot more. He has a bit of a home run issue when he misses his spot, but he's done a relatively good job of limiting hits. In Game 2, he was brilliant, shutting down the Dodgers, pitching 7 innings, allowing just 1 run on 3 hits. His lone blemish was on a pair of base hits and a sac fly. The top of the lineup for LA was held hitless against him. That includes Shohei Ohtani, who's had a relatively quiet series, and it's 1-for-8 against Darvish in his career, including postseason. His first career postseason hit was in Game 1, but he has since gone 2 of 11 in the last 3 games without recording an extra base hit. San Diego's best player has not been quite though. Fernando Tatis Jr., a historic start to the postseason where he is 11-22 with 4 home runs and 7 RBI through the first 6 games of this postseason. In this series alone, he is 7-16 with 3 doubles and 3 home runs in 4 games. The Padres have had one of the best bats in baseball over the second half of the season, and this lineup always seems to have success at Dodger Stadium. They are dangerous 1-9, especially the way Tatis is hitting the ball right now. For LA, they've opted to go with Yamamoto as their Game 5 starter over Jack Flaherty. Yamamoto got to start in Game 1 and was knocked around a bit, allowing 5 runs in just 3 innings and giving up 3 runs in just the first inning. He managed just 1 strikeout and allowed a long home run to Machado. Flaherty, who could still pitch in this game in some capacity, didn't fare much better. He pitched in his 6th inning but allowed 4 runs, including a pair of home runs. Measures 2 strikeouts, which is normally his biggest strength, dating back to his days with the Detroit Tigers earlier on the year. Both starters will likely pitch in this do-or-die game, but both will likely have quick hooks. The bullpen has allowed 6 runs across 20 1/3 innings, shutting out the Padres in the bullpen game on Wednesday, so we likely see some more of that approach. LA has had a top-heavy lineup all season long, and don't need Ohtani to have a big game here, especially with Freddie Freeman battling an ankle injury. He was scratched in the lineup 2 days ago in Game 4. Mookie Betts has stepped up big, and so have Teoscar Hernandez and Gavin Lux. They've hit the ball well too, but they'll need Ohtani to lead the way as he did for most of the season. Remember, he is the first ever member of the 50-50 club. LA finished the season lead the league in WRC Plus and WOBA, but San Diego's bats have been better in this series and throughout the regular season, where they won the regular season series 8-5. So as Ohtani, he is going up against his childhood hero in Darvish. When Dave Roberts got on the podium for his press conference on Thursday, all the attention was on whether he was going to announce a pitching plan for this game. It wasn't revealed until much later. Yamamoto was handed the biggest deal ever for a pitcher despite never throwing a pitch in the MLB. He will start opposite Darvish in the first MLB postseason matchup between 2 Japanese-born starting pitchers. This marquee matchup will require the Dodgers need more from their bats from Game 4 to carry over against Darvish. In Game 2, Darvish had his way. Outside of Betts hitting a homer in the first and a rally that fell short in the second inning, the Dodgers didn't do much against the Japanese right-hander. Through 7 dominant innings, Darvish threw 7 different types of pitches. Having that wide of an arsenal, of course, will help any hurdler have success, keeping any offense stay off balance. On Friday, LA can get back on track and getting to Darvish early. The good news is that Ohtani is leading off, and he's more than capable of doing exactly that. However, he struggled against his childhood hero in a small sample. Just 1 of 8 off of him, including 0 for 3 in Game 2. Will Ireton, Ohtani's interpreter, Ohtani said for interpreter Will Ireton, quote, "Obviously he's a really good pitcher and pitched well against us. I think he's also very crafty as well, so there isn't exactly one specific thing that really stands out. While the Dodgers will look to Ohtani to lead, the rest of the order will also have to improve against him. Betts, Freeman, and Max Muncy each have 40 or more career at-bats against Darvish. Betts is 8 of 43, 4 doubles and a homer. Freeman is 10 of 40, 3 homers, and Muncy 10 of 41 with 2 homers. In this win-or-go-home situation, the Padres are going to be quick going to the vaunted bullpen if Darvish runs into trouble. But for the Dodgers, the key to a win is simple: to find a way to get to Darvish early, something they haven't been able to do in this postseason. So as for the key factors, 5 of which, first of all, can LA get to Darvish early? That is what we're looking for. If Darvish dominates again, the Dodgers will be headed for a first consecutive NLDS exit. That'll send a raucous crowd into a frenzy with something to cheer for. It can also force the Padres into the bullpen earlier than they would like. And Dodgers have gone to San Diego's middle relievers in each of the 2 victories in this series. But the trio of Jason Adam, Tanner Scott, and Robert Suarez is arguably the best in the game at the back end. If LA has to play from behind late, the task of winning a winner-go-home game gets a lot more daunting. Second, can Luis Arraez set the tone? Tatis is the hottest hitter on the planet right now, leading the postseason with 4 home runs and is hitting .500 of a 1.759 OPS. The guy in front of him, winning a first-rate batting title, Luis Arraez. However, he struggled to solve the Dodgers pitching this series, and all season, really. He has just 3 base hits in 18 at-bats in the NLDS after batting .152 in 8 games against LA in the regular season. If Arraez is on base, the Padres lineup is a force. It's deep, and it's excellent in all situations. If he's not on base, it's just a touch easier to navigate the toughest stretch in the lineup, starting with Tatis. Third, the depth lineup. Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman need to be the best players on the field for the Dodgers. It's why they're among the highest paid players in the game and why they each have a case to earn their way to Cooperstown when they retire. But the middle and the bottom of the Dodger lineup can make their lives a whole lot easier. In the 2 wins of this series, a supporting cast has played a big role. Ohtani's 3-run shot in Game 1 was made possible because of quality at-bats at the bottom of the order. In Game 4, Gavin Lux and Will Smith each hit a homer, and Kike Hernandez set the table for Ohtani and Mookie to get RBI hits in the second inning. If the top two are coming to the plate with runners on base, the Padres, as we have seen in this series, are in trouble. Fourth, who gets creative between Dave Roberts and Mike Shildt? Shildt has a plan, and it probably looks like an awful lot similar to Game 2. A quality start from Darvish before the back end of the bullpen locks it down. And Dodgers start Yamamoto against his fellow countrymen and then take it from here. But this is winner-take-all baseball if everything at stake. How often do these games go according to plan? If Darvish is out early, how did the Padres cover these innings? Shildt would have ruled out the possibility of Michael King pitching relief, and King said he'd make it known that he wants to be available. It's an all-hands-on-deck approach for both sides. Meanwhile, the Dodgers nearly ran out relievers in Game 4, though with an 8-run lead, that wasn't really consequential. If the Padres get to Yamamoto and into the LA bullpen early, how do the Dodgers cover the rest of the innings? Stay tuned for that. The Dodgers have proved before, handing the ball to Clayton Kershaw and Max Scherzer for saves in the past. A division series Game 5 can get wild. Fifth, which vibe will win out? It's clear these two teams hate each other. It's clear all decade, especially this series. A big part of that's because how differently both teams operate. The Padres are more vocal and boisterous than the Dodgers. When the Padres get ahead, it's hard to stop them. The Dodgers, on the other hand, love boasting about their calm demeanor. It's hard to argue with the success that's come of 11 NL West titles in 12 seasons. The Padres have 14 of 21 total runs in the first 4 innings in this series for Fernando Tatis Jr. as he has contributed. Mookie Betts has contributed to 17 of the 22 Dodgers total runs in this series. So it's evenly balanced between Tatis and Mookie. All kinds of chaos is on deck. We have our starting lineups on board. For the visiting San Diego Padres will be first at the plate. It begins with Luis Arraez at first base as their leadoff man. He has won the batting title in the National League this year. Fernando Tatis Jr. right field. He is second in the order. Jurickson Profar left field. Manny Machado at third base. Jackson Merrill at center field. Xander Bogaerts at shortstop. David Peralta at DH. Jake Cronenworth at second base. And Kyle Higashioka at catcher. With Yu Darvish starting, he enters this game for 1.29 ERA, struck out 3 in one start. Yoshinobu Yamamoto opens things out for LA on the other side of the mound. Shohei Ohtani, the DH, will lead things off for Los Angeles. Mookie Betts at right field. Freddie Freeman at first base as he is back from his injury. Teoscar Hernandez at left field. Max Muncy at third base. Will Smith at the catcher position. Kike Hernandez at center field. Gavin Lux at second base. And Tommy Edman at shortstop. He usually starts at center field. However, because of the injury to Miguel Rojas, Edman will shift to the infield at shortstop. Stay tuned, everyone. The first pitch will be coming your way momentarily from the City of Angels. We'll be right back. I am Alec Nava. Stay tuned, everyone. temperature is 78 degrees Fahrenheit here at Los Angeles under sunny skies. It's a beautiful day here. So that's not even mentioning about Shohei Ohtani among the first ever matchup with Japanese pitchers between them. Yu Darvish is from Osaka, Yoshinobu Yamamoto from Okayama. 12 years separate them in age, by the way. And Yamamoto, he is getting set to throw the first pitches thus far. He is warming up currently at the dugout. It is 78 degrees Fahrenheit at 1000 Vin Scully Avenue. Partly cloudy skies. It is sunny. Wind is at 4 miles an hour. Gusting up to 7 miles an hour. Humidity at 69%. Though it feels like 75 degrees Fahrenheit nonetheless. Not a lot of winds. The winner of this game will face the New York Mets in the National League Championship Series. Both teams are ready in this venue that has a capacity of 56,000 people. Every seat is filled, and even though the traffic may persist throughout, that won't stop the Dodgers or Padres. On 4 days rest, Darvish is 1-3. And he is 7-0 on 5+ days rest. He is pitching on 4 days rest. He has an ERA of 6.43 in such games. However, he has performed well against the Dodgers, as every Dodgers batter against Darvish has a career batting average in total of 198. The caveat here, though, is that Darvish's teams have lost all 4 elimination games. This is an elimination game. And Darvish's teams has lost all 4 of the elimination games that they face, including with the Padres in Game 5 of the 2022 NLCS against the Philadelphia Phillies. In that start, he allowed 2 runs over 6+ innings and left with lead before Philadelphia won 4-3 on a home run off of Robert Suarez. Yamamoto on opening day 1 innings pitched on gave up 5 earned runs. April 12th, 5 innings pitched, gave up 3 earned runs. Game 1 of this series, he pitched 3 innings, giving up 5 earned runs. On that 4-seam fastball, he uses that arsenal 42% of the time in Game 1, splitter 22%, curveball 20%, slider 10%, and the cutter 6%. Among the pitch usage, the fastball is his favorite pitch, but don't count out that 5-pitch arsenal in which Yamamoto has. In 3 of the 4 games in which Darvish was in an elimination game, he posted a quality start. The outlier is the Game 7 of the 2017 World Series, where he was a member of the LA Dodgers, where he gave up 5 runs, 4 of them earned, in 1 2/3 innings in a 5-1 defeat at Dodger Stadium. However, Fernando Tatis Jr. says that he has full confidence in Darvish to deliver. He said, quote, "I feel like he's already proven himself. He's proven himself for the last 18 years, probably, pitching in baseball. I have all my confidence playing behind him, and I'm ready to go." And speaking of ready to go, it is Luis Arraez getting set to lead things off for San Diego. Arraez not afraid of the Dodgers, as with the rest of this Padres team. The Padres know what it takes to beat the Dodgers, and that showed in their regular season. However, playoffs is a different animal to the regular season, and we're about to find out if they can climb the final mountain in Los Angeles. Here we go. That's at the top right corner to begin with for Yamamoto at 97. So Arraez this postseason 6-27 in this series against the Dodgers, 444 OPS. So his struggles against LA are continuing. What will this next pitch be? Here's the 1-0. That's inside the right center line. Perfectly pitched as Arraez is 190 in his last 15 games despite winning the batting title in the National League. That includes postseason. So Arraez has to break off this funk. This one's fouled to left. It's a good opener for Yamamoto up against Arraez, as the Padres are looking to finish off the Dodgers once and for all. Fans raucous here, cheering on Yamamoto to get the last strike or an out on Arraez. Yamamoto gets set. 4th pitch set to come in a moment. On the way. Bouncing ball. This will be picked up by Freddie Freeman, and he'll toss it over to Yamamoto for the first out. So as we go to our umpires, Trip Gibson is the home plate umpire. Dan Bellino, our crew chief, is the right field umpire. Adrian Johnson, first base. Mark Ripperger at second base. John Liebke at third base. And Corey Blosser at left field. We have the electric Fernando Tatis Jr. on the plate now, batting second. He's been the best batter thus far this postseason, as he has hit on half of his bats, 11 of 22. 1.759 OPS, which leads the entire MLB thus far. He has 4 home runs and 7 RBI. If we want to talk about Shohei Ohtani, Francisco Lindor, as Tatis fouls this one. You go on with Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, and Bobby Witt Jr. Forgot to mention about Tatis. He can be dangerous onto the plate, and he can bring the heat. 331 career batting average at Dodger Stadium. He can deliver, but not there. That caught a bit of the ball. So now it's 1-2 instead of a 2-1. So it caught the ball. It wasn't foul tipped. And so it's a 1-2 count. I have made a mistake. Here's the 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss to begin with for Tatis. So he'll sit down. And seemingly for the first time in a while, Tatis' batting average will go under 500. This pitch is tight. And Tatis, he liked that when he went low at it. But Yamamoto had him fouled out. That's a good sign of Yamamoto improving along. So far, 2 up and 2 away. Jerks and Profar now. That's down the middle. No swing from Profar. Center side, 97. Fastball. He's 5 of 22 this postseason. But he has put up a defensive masterclass, including a highlight reel catch in Game 2 of this series. 0-1. This one is cued. Mishandled for a bit by Lux. But he corrected his error and threw to Freddie Freeman to put away Profar. Yamamoto does the job in the first inning. Shohei Ohtani getting set to lead things off for LA in the bottom of the first. We'll be right back. Game 5. First ever winner go home game was 2 days ago for Shohei Ohtani's postseason career. And now he's going up against his childhood hero. First winner take all game And it's going up against Darvish, who lasted 82 pitches and 7 innings in Game 2. 3 hits, 1 run, 2 walks given up. He struck out 3. But he's going to that sinker more. An arsenal which includes 7 pitches, sweeper and slider each at 21, curveball at 18%. When you have a pitching arsenal that includes 7 types of pitches, you're in very good hands. This 38-year-old is ready to take on the player that idolized him. First pitch is down the middle. Fans chanting MVP for Ohtani. But Darvish, he can definitely deliver. But Ohtani's 4-16 thus far in the postseason. Outside the home run, there's 2 hits. None have been extra bases. Whoa, that looked to be on the inside, on the bottom right corner, but they're going to count ball 1. Part of it is a blown call there by the umpires, but they'll let that one go. It is 1-1 on the count. Wow, definitely did not see that coming. The 1-1 pitch. And that was in and out of the glove of Higashioka. Ohtani thought about going. He thought better of it. It's 2-1 on the count. Stakes are high as they could possibly be for both the Dodgers and the Padres. The Dodgers have the pedigree. The Padres looking for the first ever World Series title in their franchise's history. Darvish goes on the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Big cut. 92. And so Ohtani down to his last strike. 9th at bat up against Darvish, his childhood hero. And so far, Darvish has had the upper hand on Ohtani between the two of them. Student meet teacher. It seems. The 2-2. And now it's a full count. Good block by Higashioka, and it's 3-2. And his last start, Darvish had the finest postseason start of his career. So do remember, Mookie Betts is on deck. He had a home run against Yu Darvish in Game 2 to lead things off. See how Ohtani fares against Darvish. Payoff pitch. And Ohtani will sit down. Once again, Yu Darvish has the upper hand. The 4th time that he has struck out Ohtani. So Darvish off to a good start. So the Dodgers, they waited until after their off-day workout on Thursday, reviewing that Yamamoto was the starter. Flaherty is also back on full rest. And given how well the bullpen worked out in Game 4, the Dodgers could be quick to turn things around if Yamamoto labors early, as this is a curveball to bottom left. Nicely placed. Mookie Betts, 2 home runs and 3 RBIs in his last 2 games. 186 batting average, however, and 1 home run against Darvish. That home run coming in Game 2. The 0-1. Betts did not go. It's a sinker. It went upstairs at 96 miles an hour. But the Padres, they cannot afford to sit David Peralta. Peralta and Donovan Solano split time for most of the year, but Mike Show is riding the hot hand with Peralta. Betts is 4 of 9 in this series. The 1-1. And as a ball 2 on a slider at 88 miles an hour to the left of the zone, it becomes 2-1 on the count. Freddie Freeman is returning. And Max Muncy is at third base once again. That's his natural position. Kike Hernandez at center field. Tommy Edman at shortstop. The 2-1. That curved nicely to the top left corner. That fooled out Mookie. It is 2-2 on the count. The Dodgers better off keeping Tommy Edman at short because of the injury to Rojas. The Padres avoid using any of their highest leverage arms in the Game 4 blowout loss. The 2-2 goes. Check swing at first base. Mookie is safe. 3-2. Have a completely fresh bullpen for this series finale. Jason Adam and Tanner Scott will set up Robert Suarez, who is the closer. And Jeremiah Estrada and Adrian Morejon could cover in middle innings. May seem unlikely, but there's a possibility that Michael King could be available in relief. Payoff pitch. Mookie Betts grounds into Xander Bogaerts. He'll make the toss over across to first base. And 2 up and 2 away. And given it's an elimination game, it's another all hands on deck approach for the Dodgers. Jack Flaherty could be available in relief for any length. In terms of the injuries, Ha-Seong Kim and Joe Musgrove are out for the rest of the postseason, and they're both slated to undergo right shoulder and elbow surgery, respectively. In its last 6 starts, Yu Darvish is 4-0. The Padres have won all 6 of those games as Freeman, he skies this past Arias. He's still going. This is picked up at the warning tracks. Freeman will retreat back to first base as Tatis is there and Shohei Ohtani is waving his arms. Freeman will have a base hit. Very typical Freddie Freeman to drive this one up past Luis Arias at the position that Freeman plays best, first base. Not the best idea of running to second all the way from there as Freeman, he's on that bad ankle. Baila Conmigo, the walkout song of Freddie Freeman, so iconic. Song written by Davey and Victor Cardenas. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Wild swing and miss on a fastball. Not a wise idea for Freeman to run all the way from first to second on that bad ankle. But he'll stay put. Hernandez, however, 945 OPS. And he is batting 5-15. Ve por tu sueño. The walkout song of Teoscar Hernandez. Zumba also is a walkout song of his. This is popped up. Is this in play? It will be. Luis Arias will have to step away from his first plate position to catch it on the foul tracks to end this first inning. Padres are back on the bats. Manny Machado is due up next. Machado leads off for San Diego to begin the second inning. He will be aggressive against Yoshinobu Yamamoto as he swings on the first pitch. This is going all the way back for Mookie Betts at the warning tracks. He makes the catch. It was deep for Machado, but not deep enough. It's a good sign for both hitters. How that deep ball was going for Machado over the right field. Eventually, he could hit a home run, but that question is up for grabs. So far, Darvish and Yamamoto have been perfect. They have not let up. First pitch for Merrill. This grounds foul to right near the Padres dugout. So Merrill, 6 for 21 this postseason with a 946 OPS, 1 home run, and 5 RBI. A candidate for NL Rookie of the Year with Jackson Chourio of the Milwaukee Brewers and Paul Skeens of the Pittsburgh Pirates. As this is fouled to left, it now becomes an 0-2 count. Also provide updates from the NHL. 2 games are currently underway. The Tampa Bay Lightning and the Carolina Hurricanes at PNC Arena, now Lenovo Center. The Chicago Blackhawks and Winnipeg Jets, as this is grounded. The second, Lux delivers to Freeman, 2-2 away. So the Hurricanes and Lightning tied at 1 at Lenovo Center, renamed from PNC Arena. Lenovo has good affiliations with the city of Raleigh, so the renaming may sound a lot sensible there. Makes a lot of sense. The scoring from Jordan Stahl in the first period, assisted by Will Carrier. First point as a Hurricane for Carrier. Brandon Point at the power play from Nikita Kucherov and Victor Hedman. First pitch for Bogarts is outside at bottom left on a fastball. And remember, the guy that's up next, David Peralta, who has been the best batter for the Padres, not named Fernando Tatis Jr. Second pitch, just to the left on a fastball, 97 miles an hour. So Yamamoto came over from Japan, getting the largest contract for a pitcher by the Dodgers. And that was before he even pitched a game in the MLB, ball free, so this is danger territory for Yamamoto. Bogarts, who's batting 182, you gotta find a strike zone against Bogarts. You gotta get him to swing. You gotta test him. Given that Bogarts is a 182 in the postseason. There's one. Hits down the middle at 98 on the fastball. So Yamamoto came over from Japan. Expected to be the ace for the Dodgers. And this is over bottom left. Bogarts didn't go. He has not swung at a ball in this sequence. Now it's a full count. Game 5 of this NLDS. Best of 5. Winner faces the Mets. Payoff pitch outside. And that will not be the final out as Bogarts heads to first up against Peralta, the DH, who spent last year with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Been a part of 3 different AL West teams when you include the Arizona Diamondbacks, which he has spent for 9 seasons, from 2014 to 2022, before being acquired by the Tampa Bay Rays in 22 at the deadline. Peralta on the first pitch. It's bottom center on a fastball. 97-0-1 count. 410. 1.200 OPS as he is inserted into the lineup, replacing Donovan Solano, moving Luis Arias to first base. The 0-1. Bouncing ball is fouled to right. On a curveball. 78, it is at bottom center. Peralta thought he liked one, but it was not there. Scoreless between the Blackhawks and the Jets currently. Arvid Soderblom and Connor Hellebuck are the starting netminders. The 0-2. That is way up. It went way upstairs at 96 miles an hour. Do remember, the game tomorrow between the Detroit Tigers and the Cleveland Guardians will be at 1 in the afternoon because of the Ohio State game against the Oregon Ducks in college football in the NCAA. 2 ranked teams up against each other. The 1-2. Ground ball, this will reach Lux. He'll make the simple throw to Freeman at first base. And we're so scoreless, headed to the bottom of the second. Up next is Max Muncy, Will Smith, and Kike Hernandez. We'll be right back. in the Padres' mind, and Mike Schultz, they believe they have the guy that can lead them to the NLCS, with Yu Darvish leading the way. However, he has not won an elimination game in his career. 3 times, however, he has posted a quality start. The lone exception, Game 7 in the 2017 World Series when he was a member of the Dodgers. Max Muncy was 3 of 16 in this postseason. He has to get going as far as he sees ball 1 outside the bottom right corner on a sweeper. 1-0 pitch. That curved inside. It's another sweeper, 80 miles an hour. The difference between a sweeper and a curveball is that one looks faster, and that there is that the Muncy, it can be a kryptonite. So Yu Darvish has been usually the kryptonite for the Dodgers, as is the case right now, as a swing and miss. So the difference between a sweeper and a curveball, the movement is that sweepers may move it side to side. A curveball dives downward. The 1-2. Oh, yeah, it was a fastball, 95. And went upstairs, top right corner. 10 of 41, 2 home runs, 5 RBI, 14 strikeouts. So Yu Darvish has been a thorn on the Dodgers' side, even when he's not with them. The horizontal break, the sweeper breaks more horizontally than a curveball. 2-2 pitch. Downstairs is now a full count. Sweeper 83. With the grip, a sweeper is often throw of a 2-seam grip or side spin. Hitting-wise, the sweeper's movement makes it difficult for hitters to square up the ball, which can lead to weak contact or misses. So those are the main differences between the two. Play-out pitch. And that's going to be a walk as that curveball went upstairs at 74 miles an hour. So in his career against the Dodgers in the regular season, 15 starts, 2.27 ERA, 166 opposing batting average. In the last 2 starts, gave 5 total hits, 2 and 3 respectively. Ohtani 1 for 5 in his career in the regular season. Mookie Betts 2.11 in the regular season. Postseason with the Padres, Darvish is 3-1, 2.53 ERA, and a 2.02 opposing batting average in 5 starts. The lone loss came in its said elimination game. Oh, that's a foul right off of Higashioka from Will Smith, who's been very quiet this postseason and needs to turn things around. 0.77 batting average. However, he has an OPS of 602. 0-1 count already. Smith batting 0.77. 1 hit in 13 plate appearances. He has 6 career postseason home runs, the most all-time by a Dodgers catcher. The Dodgers have shifted around their roster every which turn, as this one's downstairs on a sweeper, 84, ball 1. And there are many different players named Will Smith. There's one named Will Smith who was a pitcher on the Kansas City Royals. This season was over, though. And Smith was a member of the 2020 World Series winning team, but he was their catcher. The 1-1. This one slashed. Is this to the left? Oh, that was very close, but it's going to be ruled a foul ball. That looked very close, but it was ruled a foul ball. This one slid over to left. It was a foot or two away from getting a double as everything was stopped. 1-2 count for Smith. And he's been having trouble all postseason long at the bat. 6 of 31 in his career against Darvish. The 1-2. That's outside. Sinker at 95 miles an hour for him. And he has dominated play thus far for San Diego against LA. Dodgers are coming off that 8-run blowout victory in Game 4 to force this Game 5 to 2-2. This one's grounding into Machado. 5, 4, 3. It turns 2. Manny Machado, Jay Cronenworth, and Luis Arias were operating in a hurry as that was fast enough to reach Machado, and it turned 2. Everything is in sync. It is perfect as Machado was standing put at third base, anticipating that Smith would be going towards the left. Now Kike Hernandez. Now up for LA. For all to talk about the top heavy talent, the 5 through 9 needs to come up huge here. First pitch. This is sky to left field. Kike Hernandez has just opened the bottle. The Dodgers strike first in Game 5. Right after the double play, Kike Hernandez inserts a taste of his own medicine. He can play third base, he can play center field, and this time it's an opposite side home run down deep to left field, 428 feet, and the other Hernandez, Teoscar Hernandez, is loving it. Kike was a member of the World Series winning team in 2020, left for the Boston Red Sox afterwards, then came back to the Dodgers, and he is back to get another ride going and winning possibly another World Series with them. Scavin looks, he takes us downstairs on a 1-0 count, and Kike, that's the first run. They want to get some more. Fans clapping their hands right now here at Dodger Stadium. 1-0 LA. Thanks to Kike Hernandez. No Miguel Rojas, no problem. 1-0 pitch. This one slashed and Cronenworth had to dive to his left to get it. And right on time to arise. A home run right between two good defensive plays by the Padres. Machado to Cronenworth to arise. Cronenworth with a diving stop to prevent a base hit or even a double. But it's Kike Hernandez drawing first blood. Dodgers lead 1-0. I am Alec Nava. We'll be right back. It's the fourth time that Mike Shildt and the Padres are facing Yoshinobu Yamamoto. They have hit off of Yamamoto in the past, thus far, Yamamoto's having his best game against the Padres. This is Jake Cronenworth, who has his only hits in games 3 and 4 this series at Petco Park. One is a win, a 6-5 victory. Despite Teoscar Hernandez hitting a grand slam, the 6-1 in Dodgers franchise history in the postseason. And the other one, in game 4, a triple, the first time the Padres reached each third base, and this one sends Kike Hernandez all the way back to the warning tracks where he makes the catch. And Yamamoto continues to roll. 27 pitches in, 18 strikes. And his all-Japanese pitching bout among the starters continuing to go strong. So far, Yamamoto has the upper hand on Darvish. A walk given up, just a strike and just one strikeout, but otherwise, it's been the defenders over the infield and outfield doing the job. Foul back from Higashioka, 235 batting average for him in the postseason. This is just the second start this season for Yamamoto, where he has allowed no hits through 2 innings pitched. So there's an adjustment period for Yamamoto in transitioning from Japan over to North America. And so far, he may show that talent he showed in Japan, as this foul to the left from Higashioka, who came over in the Juan Soto trade alongside Michael King, has sent Soto and Trent Grisham to the Bronx. One other play was used to acquire Dylan Cease. The 0-2. Downstairs, splitter 91. Dave Roberts has managed 7 winner-take-all games. He's 5-2 in his career in such games. However, home teams in winner-take-all games are 14-26 in the NLDS. Ground ball to left for a base hit. Right between short and third as this reaches Teoscar Hernandez. Good spot here for the Padres as they get a base runner for the first time in this game with Higashioka on board. Now it's Luis Arraez, the leadoff batter. So Arraez has struggled a bit against the Dodgers, but if there's any time where he can turn things around, it could be now, up against Yamamoto. First pitch, lines it up to right field, is down! Mookie Betts will get to it, and Higashioka moves to second base. He'll stop there. Arraez on a base hit. Back-to-back base hits for San Diego with Fernando Tatis Jr. up on board. With one out. A double play can work a lot to LA's favor. Tatis, the most electric batter on board. 8 of 11 hits in the first 3 innings this postseason. This is the right situation for Tatis to be at. First 3 innings where he is dominating. He wants to strike and early. First pitch by Yamamoto, it is way up. Bottom left on a slider. 88 miles an hour. So early, it's a 1-0 count for Tatis. Only score was a Kike Hernandez home run to left center. Goal here is to have Tatis get tested or even intentionally walk him if you have nobody on board. That's over on a curveball at the middle. Tatis thought about it for a moment, but he retracted at that last part. 1-1 after 2 between the Lightning and the Hurricanes. Blackhawks and Jets are still scoreless with 5 minutes to go in the first period. Higashioka at second, Arraez at first. Slider downstairs, 87, 2-1. So it's a huge power bat for Tatis in which he can provide. And it can help the Padres here in this crucial Game 5. Winner take all. Winner faces the Mets. Downstairs. 3-1 on the count. It's another slider for Yamamoto, so it's a danger area. As Jurickson Profar, who's been stellar defensively, he'll be the next one up. Peter Seidler, who passed away last year, he's watching from above. 3-1 pitch on the way. Grounded onto third, to second, to first. Right on time for the double play. A 5-4-3 double play to bring us to the bottom of the third. Nicely done between Max Muncy, Gavin Lux, and Freddie Freeman to do the job. Shohei Ohtani will do up second when we come back. Yoshinobu Yamamoto as he delivers a first pitch strike here on this. As Yu Darvish delivers a first pitch strike down for the middle on Tommy Edman on a sinker. Dave Roberts says that he'll monitor how Yamamoto looks. He has not been past the 6th inning since his outing against the Yankees. Ball 1 on a curveball. Just went below at 74 miles an hour. So Yamamoto has been going strong for 3 innings, allowed 2 hits and a walk. Struck out once. Native of Okayama, Japan, 26 years old, 5'10", 176. The 1-1 is a bouncer. This is handled by Bogarts, and the throw to Rise is right on time for Edman. 1 up and 1 away. And Edman did his best at sprinting over to first base. Oh, the quadrants usually all over the place for Yu Darvish, but nonetheless, he is finding every single area thus far. So far, Darvish is trying to find his strike zone. He's having his infielders and outfielders do the job thus far. In terms of the game log, the last time Yamamoto's not went past the 6th inning since he went 7 innings against the Yankees in an 11-inning victory, 2-1. Ohtani fouls off a splitter. In that game, Yamamoto, he posted 7 strikeouts, showcasing what he can do in Japan onto the MLB. 106 pitches, and that was on back-to-back outings where he was scheduled to go. Before that, on that 11 inning victory for the Dodgers came on June 7th. This is ball one as it was downstairs on a curveball. The outing before that was on June 1st up against the Colorado Rockies. The Dodgers won 4-1. 6 innings, 7 hits, 1 run, strikeout 7. 101 pitches on that day for Yamamoto. He has not went past 5 innings since September 28th against the Rockies. Ohtani pops it up. This is over at the left side of the infield. Machado's right there. 2-2 away. Just casually chewing his gum. And Yamamoto did not go 5 innings or more. So Yu Darvish has the most strikeouts among Japanese-born pitchers in 2007, all time. And that's still going to this day. So on September 28th, Yamamoto at Colorado went 5 innings, along 4 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, 6 strikeouts. One of those earned runs was a home run as Betts taps it over to right. Arraez will toss to Darvish. 1-2, 3 and out for the Dodgers as we end the 3rd inning. 4th inning we go as the Padres go back up to the bats. 2 hits apiece. Kike Hernandez's home run shot is the only one. That's a run scored. We'll be back. A strong outing in Game 5. Clayton Kershaw went down to the bullpen in 2014 in the NLDS. He is sitting over at the dugout this postseason. He went over to the dugout. Congratulate them on a strong performance in the 2014 NLDS in Game 5 of that series. He is watching his team perform. And it's not him pitching. This time it is Yoshinobu Yamamoto. In that game, it was the Dodgers. It was one off. It was not the NLDS. So Yamamoto is still going. Swing and a miss for Profar as he is going here. 1-2 count now. Looking back at this winner-take-all series, as in the 2016 NLDS, where Kershaw and the Dodgers defeated the Washington Nationals 3-2 at Dodger Stadium. 2-2 count as that ball went downstairs for Yamamoto. 87 on a slider. That one just downstairs. One of the highest on-base percentages in the league this year, as this is killed over the right field. But Freddie Freeman stops it from reaching that area and makes a simple toss to Yamamoto, who is rushing to that area. So Roberts, 3-2 series victory in that 2016 NLDS up against Dusty Baker's Washington Nationals. Baker announced his retirement after last year's ALCS exit for the Houston Astros against the eventual World Series champion Texas Rangers. In that 5-game series, Clayton Kershaw got the win. This is foul to right for Machado. Kenley Jansen got the save for LA. Kershaw defeated Max Scherzer in Game 1. The home runs from Corey Seager and Justin Turner. Seager was a rookie playing shortstop that year. The 0-1. Machado skies it up. This is going to deep right field, sending Betts back, and he will make the catch. 2 up and 2 away. Machado not fighting any luck against Mookie Betts. The bullpen has not allowed a run in Game 4 of the NLDS. They're on standby right now. It was the 22nd postseason shutout in Dodgers history. They want to make it 23 if they can keep this a blank slate for San Diego. And now up against Jackson Merrill for Yamamoto. Top right on a splitter. 89 miles an hour. Kershaw left the game after 5 innings and 101 pitches. In Game 1, the Dodgers won 4-3 that game. Jansen got the save. It's a marquee matchup between Kershaw and Scherzer, who were penned as some of the best pitchers in the MLB by then, but neither were sharp. No swing there, as that was retracted time from Jackson Merrill. Mark Pryor making the call to the bullpen. In the meantime, it's a 2-0 count for Yamamoto. 46 pitches in. The 2-0. This is skied up for Merrill. This one is over right field. Mookie just has to take several steps in order to make the catch. Mookie was targeted twice. He made sure to put away both Manny Machado and Jackson Merrill. Freddie Freeman, Teoscar Hernandez, and Max Muncy up next. welcome back to Game 5 of the 2024 NLCS. Dodgers lead 1-0. They have Freddie Freeman leading off. And Freeman delivers a first pitch foul ball to left field. As the ball girl runs over and picks it up. 4-12 this series. For Freeman, as Kike Hernandez, he has the only run of this game. That coming in a home run to left center field, 428 feet out. The 0-1 pitch on the way from Darvish. Curveball to the right at 73. So Freeman on that bad ankle. Throwing strongly here. Perhaps he can provide a good swing here to expand this lead. The 1-1. Swing and a miss on a splitter 87. Still, this is a 1-0 ball game. It is 1-2, the count. Next pitch will be the 40th for Darvish. On the way. Fly ball to left field. This will send Jurickson Profar over the warning tracks. He's got it. Some fans thought it was going to have the distance, but not enough. But all the pitches that Darvish has had thus far, usually it's the four-seamer that is the fastest. And so the slider, sinker, cutter, those are the top three. He's used his slider 28% of the time, two-seamer 17%, four-seamer at 14%, six pitches so far, curveball 22%, splitter 11%, and a cutter 8%. So he has an arsenal that includes 7 pitches thus far. In this duel between two Japanese pitchers, it's been a duel between the two of them. First pitch. Opposite side is fouled for Teoscar Hernandez. 5-16 this series. Fouled out in the first. That was his first at-bat. Max Muncy is on deck. He swung on the first pitch. And Teoscar is usually someone who can go aggressively after any ball and strike at it. The 0-1. No offer from Teoscar. 1-1 count. It was a sweeper. This is Darvish's favorite pitch. Third period is on the way between the Lightning and the Hurricanes. We'll pay attention to that closely. Score was between the Blackhawks and the Jets. Arvid Soderblom stopped all 7 Jets shots. Connor Hellebuck all 6 Blackhawks shots. 1-1 is on the way from Darvish. No swing from Teoscar. It's a sweeper. That went downstairs at 84 miles an hour. So Darvish facing that danger territory. 2-1 count now. And the big question about the Lightning in the meantime. How will the power play do without Steven Stamkos? It's a work in progress, but so far no worse for wear. They led the league in power play conversion percentage last year. The 2-1. No swing. That was slightly downstairs on Darvish's 87-mile-an-hour slider. And Teoscar, 1 ball away from walking to first base. And Ohtani approves. Perhaps that may have not have been a ball, maybe a strike, who knows. This is skied up and fouled back. Full count now for Teoscar. It was a cutter. 91 miles an hour. Do remember he had that grand slam in game 3 of that series. And despite the loss, it gave the Dodgers life. See the California mountains in the background from Dodger Stadium. The view is nice. Max Muncy, another big power bat. He is on deck. He walked on his first appearance. 501 slugging percentage in the regular season, which ranks 5th in the NL. 33 home runs, which ranks 6th. Payoff pitch. Big cut and a miss. Slider 88. Which punched out Teoscar as he went diving right after it. Did not need to go after that. Game 5 between the Detroit Tigers and the Cleveland Guardians is tomorrow at 1 Eastern. And the ALDS. Game 1 the NLCS. The winner of tonight's game will face the New York Mets, whether it be here at Dodger Stadium or at Petco Park. As the winner of this game will have home field advantage. This one chopped up for Muncy. Bogarts had to run there to make the catch. It's a liner to center field, but no damage there. 1-0 Dodgers. till end the fourth. We'll be back in a moment. Not a lot here through 4 innings thus far outside that one home run by Kike Hernandez. Low scoring game here in Game 5 of the 2024 NLDS. And going on with Game 2 of the 2016 NLDS, which was that 5-game series victory by the Dodgers, as this is ball 1 downstairs. 5-2 for Washington Game 2 at Nationals Park. The Dodgers falling behind. Blake Trinan was the winning pitcher. He was with the Nationals back then. That's outside left. Mark Melancon got the save. Rich Hill was the losing pitcher. The Dodgers got a run at the third inning on an RBI base hit by Josh Reddick, and Bryce Harper made a good throw to the plate from right field, but not able to locate it as it was Jose Lobaton. 2-1 count. It was a reserve catcher Lobaton back then, starting in the postseason because of the unavailability of Wilson Ramos. Evan Phillips is warming up at the bullpen as Yamamoto is still going. Dave Roberts monitoring his pitch count. 2-2 now for Bogarts. Steven Strasburg remains sidelined with an injury, so the Nationals in Game 2 start Tanner Rourke. Game 3 was a 8-3 Washington victory. Just like that series, the Dodgers, they trailed 2-1. The 2-2, that's downstairs for Bogarts, is now full count. Kenta Maeda took the loss in that game. Game 4 was a 6-5 LA victory. Kenley Jansen got another save. Joe Blanton, the winning pitcher. Full count throw. Strike 3, and Bogarts is upset. Fed it into the bottom right corner on a fastball, and Yamamoto punches out his second batter. Well, Joe Davis and John Smoltz are having fun at the booth doing so. Kenny impresses him. If they're talking about ball one and a curveball on David Peralta, 77 miles an hour. But this is a lot of fun by Joe and Smoltzy. It's Peralta now, who was on the Dodgers last year. Swing and a big fastball miss. So pitching to the bottom of the 8th for Washington, Blake Treinen got the first 2 outs, but then hit Andrew Toles with a pitch, giving up a single to pinch hitter Andre Effier. And by single by Chase Utley that drove in Toles to get the Dodgers 6-5 lead. 1-1. This is skied over to left field. Teoscar Hernandez is there. Will he make the catch? No. It is not in range. It is beyond the foul line. 1-2. So, Daniel Murphy's 2-for-3 performance of the game pushed his postseason average from 2016 to 462. The 4 RBIs set a new Montreal-Washington franchise record for RBIs by a single player in a postseason game. The 1-2. That is foul to right. And the Nationals bullpen faced another long outing with the stretch their streak of scoreless innings in their series to 14-1 third. LA got a 5-2 lead by then. Cut to 5. Then a 6-5 lead by the Dodgers. Skied up by Peralta. It's over right field. Mookie Betts is cut off by Gavin Lux. 2 up and 2 away. So take us to Jake Cronenworth, whose postseason struggles have continued. Yeah, just as Bogaerts and Peralta are put away, Cronenworth is now up. Bogaerts walked on the first appearance. If Yamamoto can get out this inning, it will be the first time since that September game that I mentioned that he has went through 5 innings. Top of the 5th. First pitch on Cronenworth, it's a curveball to the right. So Yamamoto, having pitched 59 times, fly out in the 3rd. Still monitoring the 2 games. Tied 1-1 between Tampa and Carolina. Scoreless between Chicago and Winnipeg. 1-0 count. Foul ball to left on a fastball, 97. Then that game 5. Rich Hill started on short rest for the Dodgers. Didn't make it out the 3rd inning, yet gave up just 1 run. Max Scherzer held LA scoreless for the first 6 innings. Jock Peterson hit a solo homer to lead out the 7th inning and tied the game for LA. A 2-out pinch hit by Carlos Ruiz off Sammy Solis put the Dodgers ahead, and Justin Turner's 2-run triple extended 4-1. 2-1 count on Cronenworth as that one went upstairs. Barely. A 2-run homer by pinch hitter Chris Hasey off Grant Dayton in the bottom of the 8th. And bottom of the inning and made it 4-3. The Dodgers brought in Kenley Jansen to get out the inning. 2-1. That's to the right. 3-1 count splitter at 91 miles an hour. Jansen by then threw a career-high 51 pitches, working to the 9th inning. In a rare relief appearance, Clayton Kershaw came into the game with 1 out in the 9th, 2 days after throwing 110 pitches in Game 4 on short rest. 3-1 count on Cronenworth. Danger area. 3-1 count. This is a liner over the right field. Freeman will toss to Yamamoto. 1-2, 3 and out for the Padres. The Dodgers looking to replicate the magic of 2016 in that year's NLDS. In that year was Clayton Kershaw's first save in the majors, the only save he had in the minors to come in the first professional season for the 2006 Gulf Coast Dodgers. A game in which Jansen was his catcher, by the way. Back for the bottom of the 5th. you're just joining us, we're in the bottom of the 5th inning right now. The only score was a solo home run by Kike Hernandez. I am Alec Nava. Welcome on board. It is 1-0 Dodgers. It is a solo shot. Hernandez to left center. He is the 7th batter. He is due up second in the bottom of the 5th inning. Will Smith will lead it off. First pitch on Darvish. Smith is showing bunt. He fouls it to left though on a curveball at 72 miles an hour. The first free between Smith, Kike Hernandez, and Gavin Lux. And the first person that Yamamoto hugged as he was going off into the dugout was Dave Roberts. And Shohei Ohtani showed Yamamoto that he is proud of his fellow countrymen. Darvish is getting set to throw his 49th pitch on Will Smith. The 0-1. That's upstairs on a fastball. Four-seamer, 92 miles an hour. Though his pitches cap out at 94 miles an hour as we see Tyler Glasnow and Dave Roberts. Glasnow was the big acquisition from Tampa Bay for LA. Skied up. It's at center field. Jackson Merrill just had to move several feet to his left to catch that. And on the 50th pitch by Darvish, it's 1 up and 1 away. So both New York teams have advanced to the LCS. The Yankees, led by Giancarlo Stanton, had a .375 batting average against the Royals, a home run and 4 RBI. Francisco Lindor have a series-winning grand slam. And among Mets starters, a .225 ERA between Luis Severino, Sean Manaea, Jose Quintana, and Kodai Senga. The big question, who's going to be the Game 1 starter for the Mets on Sunday? First pitch is down the middle for Kike Hernandez, who has the only home run and the only run of this game. Game 5, winner faces the Mets, whether it be in Los Angeles or San Diego. Darvish loads up for the 0-1. Oh, that's a big swing and miss. Darvish had him fooled out there. It was a curveball, and Kike definitely went early. So we're also monitoring the 2 NHL games that are also underway. Still tied 1-1 between the Bolts and the Canes. Scoreless between the Hawks and the Jets. 0-2 count for Darvish. Let's go Dodgers chance here in LA. The 0-2. That is fouled back. And that is Darvish's favorite pitch, the sweeper that he utilized. 84 miles an hour. Now Darvish, he has a pitching arsenal that can have 7 pitches thus far. When you have that wide of an arsenal, you can be one of the most dangerous pitchers in the MLB. And even at 38, he's still going strong. Not the pitcher he was, but he is certainly dangerous. Check swing. It's 1-2 as that was spiked to the dirt at 73 on a curveball. So far, Darvish is at 4-1 third innings at 54 pitches. Michael King did say before this game that he is open to pitching if necessary, coming out the bullpen. So far, both Japanese pitchers have been outstanding. Very good at limiting runs. It is a 1-2 count. The only he shot, Kike Hernandez, who is at the plate right now, the 1-2, just downstairs on a 4-seam fastball. 95 as it capped out for Darvish. 2-2 count. And Gavin Lux is on deck. Tommy Edman at the bottom of the order. That is if any one of these hitters between Kike and Lux reach. Was this a foul tip? Good squeeze there. Oh, good squeeze there. It's a foul tip toward the glove. And that will finish off Kike Hernandez. He'll sit down. Lux is moving up to the plate. Well, Kike is going to stay put. I thought that was good. I thought that finished off Kike Hernandez. But he'll go for one more as that was a foul tip towards the glove and it didn't go around. Darvish wants to finish off Kike. Kike wants to get another base hit. The 2-2. And this time, Kike punches out. Darvish does the job this time around. That's his third strikeout. Padres wearing their brown uniforms, the brown and gold, also known as the Friars and San Diego. The Dodgers, on the other hand, the team that Vin Scully covered for 6 decades, and Joe Davis in very good hands covering that team ever since Scully's retirement. First pitch for Lux. That's downstairs. The Guggenheim Baseball Management is the primary owner of this team, managed by Chairman Mark Walter and President Stan Kasten. The President of Baseball Operations, Andrew Friedman, GM Brandon Gomes, foul back for Lux on a curveball, 1-1 count. And the address of their home venue, Dodger Stadium, is named after the legendary Vin Scully. 1000 Vin Scully Avenue. Baseball, the primary sport of the city of Los Angeles. The 1-1. Bouncing ball to first. Arias is there. He'll make the toss for Darvish to end the 5th inning. So everyone put away here. On to the 6th we go. Kyle Higashioka, Luis Arias, Fernando Tatis Jr. Alec Nava here with you. 6th inning is next. Bullpen is taking over as Evan Phillips throws this first pitch to Kyle Higashioka. So Phillips on the 6th inning on Kyle Higashioka is a first pitch ball on a fastball, 96 miles an hour. Previously was listed the closer. Oh, they're going to call it a strike 1. Looking, I thought it was a strike swinging as Higashioka seemed to reach. 1-1 count. Nice backdrop as the sun is beginning to set. Yesterday, we had the northern lights at the nighttime. As 1-1. This fouled off of Will Smith's helmet. The umpire checking on him to see if he's alright in the meantime. So, no worse for wear. As both the umpire and Higashioka said, "You alright?" The Padres, they have not scored a run in their last 20 innings. They're 11 for their last 66, going on a cold streak. See if Higashioka can end this bout. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. That time, Phillips got to him, reached out a ball, and what Higashioka should not go after. As it was wide to the left on the pitch. And even so, Higashioka went very early. That prompted Symphony number 5 to sound. The famous songs from Beethoven. Phillips, who was once the closer for the Dodgers, does the job there. Now he's a setup man. First pitch for Rise. Nice sweeper. Off for the middle at 85. That caught Rise off guard. Thought it was going to be to his left, but nope. Phillips shakes his head. So Yamamoto done after 63 pitches. The second pitch is well upstairs. It's a 96-mile-an-hour sinker. It is now a 1-1 count as Dave Roberts is calling the shots. He is the manager of the team. The 1-1. That is fouled back on a fastball. He's another leadoff hitter in which Phillips is going after. And when Arias is on board, that's when Tatis can do his damage. When he's not, all crickets. Fans cheering here, anticipating the final strike. Not now, as this cutter was upstairs, 93 miles an hour. So currently, as we look at the longest tenured managers in the MLB, Dave Roberts is among that list. Oh, that was a foul ball tip back. 2-2 count, so they'll keep this one going. So Roberts is the current manager of the Dodgers. Another 2-2 as this was fouled over. This one barely stayed alive. The face of the team-wide approach. Trying to get aboard here. 1-0 in the 6th inning. 2-2 count. The pitch on the way. Whoa, was this hit off a rise? No, they'll make it a 3-2 count. That was dangerously close to being hit for a rise, but he got out of the way just in time for that sinker. Wow, that was close. Very close. Foul back. Over the ground, over to the left. 4 total hits. The Dodgers. And Roberts, he is the longest tenured manager in the National League, replacing Don Mattingly. Followed by Brian Snitker, who has been the manager of the Braves since May of 2016. 3-2 pitch. This one grounded to Freeman. Well struck, but Freeman saw it, and he'll toss it to Phillips. Clutch defense by Freeman on a bad ankle, who was no worse for wear. Now Fernando Tatis Jr., 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Freeman saw it, and on that bad ankle, didn't have enough gas to go over all the way to first base because Arias would have beat him out. Phillips got him covered as he made the toss right back to his pitcher. Crossed the diamond and stepped onto first base. And Freeman on that bad ankle. A heroic play to keep this a 1-0 lead as we have our mound meeting from Mark Pryor. His absolute, and that right ankle is one to monitor. He went through pregame work before Game 5. He cleared pregame work. And now he was ruled good to go here. And that ankle, even though it's hurting, he looks no worse for wear. Now he's Tatis, who's been on fire. 1-0 as it was a sweeper as it was outside at the bottom left. 7 of 18 in this series with 3 home runs and 5 RBI. He's been killing the Dodgers in games 2 and 3. But not as of late. 1-0 pitch. Here's a line drive to left field. Teoscar Hernandez is right there. Johnny on the spot for the catch. He did not leave that ball behind. He got it instantaneously. Tommy Edman, Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts. The next free up for LA. Back in a moment. Kike Hernandez telling Yoshinobu Yamamoto, "I'm proud of you," when he walked over to the dugout. So the Dodgers already going to the bullpen in the 6th inning. Evan Phillips did his job. Tommy Edman, 4-15 this series. He has an RBI. How will he fare against Yu Darvish? The high leverage relievers could be on the plate for San Diego if this continues as Edman grounds to right. This has been more of a defensive game. Low scoring. A pitching duel. In the old days, Don Larson would be proud. There's a beach ball over at the Dodgers stands. Don't worry, that safety net is protecting that beach ball from getting in. This has popped up over to left field. And right there is Jurickson Profar. No damage done there. And we go back to the top of the order. Shohei Ohtani, who is now 1-for-10 against Yu Darvish in his career, with a strikeout. He has 4 strikeouts against Darvish. As Darvish, Ohtani's childhood hero, has dominated him. And no worse for wear is Ohtani leading things off on the way. It is 3-1 Lightning. Nikita Kucherov with 2 goals in the third period. 1 on the power play and 1 on empty net. Fans with their phones out. Anticipation of an Ohtani home run. 310 batting average, which ranks second. 54 home runs and 130 RBI. The only one ahead of him in the NL and batting average is Luis Ariz, who is opposite him. First pitch for Ohtani. He fouls this one off. It is 1-0 Chicago, thanks to Ryan Donato. So, Ohtani, will he get a hit here on his childhood hero? Who knows? Second one is a foul ball off himself. Ouch. Curveball at 74. So far, Ohtani, he not getting any benefit of that. (0-2) count as Ohtani staring at danger area territory against Darvish. Can't do that. But then again, Darvish dominated him, but who knows if this could be another one of Ohtani's magic tricks or Darvish's magic tricks. Whose will it be? But that's going to be outside. We'll have to wait and see. 89 on the splitters to the right. 1-2 count for Ohtani, who's 0-for-2 thus far. Kike Hernandez has the only run. 2 hits apiece. More of a low-scoring defensive game. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. A slow-moving curveball at 71. In which Ohtani reached for a ball that was not in his favor. Got away from him, and it's a 2-out count. With Mookie Betts going up. Historically, Dodgers batters have struggled against Yu Darvish, and that is continuing. The only hits thus far have been from Luis Ariz and Kyle Higashioka for the Padres. Freddie Freeman and Kike Hernandez for the Dodgers. First pitch. Mookie grounds it over to Bogarts. Bogarts delivers for Ariz. It's on time. Let's stretch, everyone. And it's a much-needed stretch. 7th inning with Pro Farm. Machado Amaro is next. I'm Alec Nava. We'll be right back. Jurickson Profar will lead things off in this 7th inning. For San Diego, 40% chance to reach base with real-time insights powered by Google Cloud. Though this is where he capitalizes on the most of his opportunities, 7 through 9. Takes ball 1, as to the right. 15 pitches into the night for Evan Phillips. One can imagine that he will be out right after this. 1-0 count. Profar shows bunt, it fouls right. So it becomes 1-1 on the count for Profar. Manny Machado is the one up next. Alex Vesia is the next one up. Do you remember these relievers for Dave Roberts' squad? The goal here is to limit them to 20 pitches. Muncy, Edman, Lux, Freeman, third, short, second, first on the infield. Top line for Phillips. 1-2 count. The relievers for the Dodgers has seen their fair share of success. And that was strike 2 till it's upstairs on the fastball at 95 miles an hour. It's a four-seamer. This could likely be Phillips' last go. Manny Machado is the man up next. This one, that take a bounce off the dirt. And because nobody was on base, that did no damage. Only run was from Kike Hernandez, home run to left center. In Game 5 in 2016, the NLDS, Clayton Kershaw came into the game with 1 out in the ninth and got his first save. Got him! On the left line, and a sinker, and Phillips does his job for a second punch out. He walks around. We're going to get a signal if he is done. We'll just do it for him or not. It's on the left line. Perfect placement for Phillips, which fooled him out. And Phillips will stay on despite hitting exactly 20 pitches. Machado's now up. Tying run is at the plate. And Machado, he got out the way. It's 1-0 Dodgers. 2 flyouts for Machado. At 4 hours and 32 minutes, this set a record for the longest 9-inning postseason game in Major League history. The 7th inning alone lasted an hour and 6 minutes with 7 pitching changes, 6 runs, 4 pinch hitters, 2 pinch runners, and a double switch. The records passed in 2018 ALCS between the Boston Red Sox and the Houston Astros. 4 hours and 33 minutes to complete. The 1-0. Wild swing and miss on a sweeper. He went low on an 87-miler. And that puts him in a 1-1 count. Jackson Merrill is on deck. Alex Vesia warming up at the bullpen. Padres are looking for a comeback here. Get back into the NLCS for the second time in 3 years. 2-1 count. This is ball 2. Hit to left on a fastball. Both balls have been on fastballs. See how this next one will go. These two have stellar offenses. Machado wildly swung and missed. Once again, the sweeper from Evan Phillips being the most reliable weapon on Manny Machado. That's the second time Machado swung and missed on a sweeper. And the beach ball is still going here. Nightfall is set here at Los Angeles, and fans are on their feet waving their towels in a sea of blue. 2-2 of 1 out. This will be Phillips' 25th pitch. On the way. Wild swing and miss. Reached out for a ball where he should not have gone at. And the crowd waves bye-bye at him. And that'll be it for Dave Roberts on Evan Phillips. Phillips does his job. Vesia will come in for the final out of the 7th inning. Padres have 7 more chances. They have Merrill for this one, and at least Bogarts, Peralta, Cronenworth, then Higashioka, Arias, Tatis. We'll be right back. Alex Vesia in charge with the final out of the 7th inning. 176 ERA in the regular season, 87 strikeouts, 33 walks. Last pitch in Game 2. That's a big swing and miss from Jackson Merrill, the rookie. He went at it once. 240 batting average against lefties, 311 against righties, which ranks 3rd in the NL. He's going up against a lefty. 0-1. He didn't reach. It's 0-2 on the bottom right side. Just enough on the sliders. 2 straight sliders for Vesia. Bogart's on deck if Merrill reaches. And the fans on their feet here. As Merrill's facing an 0-2 count, they're waving their towels here. Raucous playoff atmosphere at Dodger Stadium. The 0-2 just fouled away. Merrill was 2 for 6 against Vesia in his career. 2 strikeouts and RBI, which includes the postseason. So Merrill is still young into his career. However, he wants to have something going for his Padres. And not just... oh my goodness. Merrill, he went out the way, leaning like it's a limbo. 1-2 count as Merrill just dodged that ball coming towards him. Oh my goodness. The 1-2. Foul back. It's over the left side. It's not catchable. Over the safety netting. The breaking balls have not been kind for the Padres thus far. And Merrill is no exception. So tomorrow it'll be Cleveland and Detroit. Game 5 at Progressive Field. John Ott has the coverage. Who knows if I'm joining him. Merrill on a 1-2 count. On the way. Big swing and a miss. Alex Vesia does the job and he is fired up. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. As Merrill wanted to go after it, he missed with 3 swings and misses, and he is over to the dugout. Dodgers ball when we come back. despite a bad ankle, Freddie Freeman's still going, and he's holding up strong as fans are chanting, Freddie, Freddie. Yu Darvish still going. He pitched 7 innings in Game 2. He is also still going. This will be the 7th inning that he will be pitching. Already 69 pitches onto the day as Darvish gets set for the 1-0. Bounces out on a curveball. And Darvish has had himself a quality outing. This will be qualifying as a quality start for sure for Darvish. Just 2 hits given up. The only run given up was the Kike Hernandez home run. Outside that, Darvish has been rock solid. This is a liner caught low by Jake Cronenworth. Well, that was underhanded. For any other catcher, it will be a spectacular catch. For Jake Cronenworth, it's just Friday. And with an elimination game at the scenario, the Dodgers were down this series 2-1. They're in Game 5 leading 1-0. And Teoscar Hernandez can put a bigger gap on that, even though it's by the smallest of margins. 1-0. So this first one, it was in and out, strike 1 at the bottom left corner. So far, it's a 1-0 game. Teoscar Hernandez 0 for 2, but he's been electric as of late. Hit a grand slam in Game 3. And it was at that moment which the Dodgers, they were back in this series, arguably, when he hit that grand slam. Even though the Dodgers didn't get a run for the rest of this game, or the rest of that game, that turned the momentum of that series. Ball 1, it was downstairs on a sweeper. There's not been a base hitter, not been a base runner, or a hitter in a long time. Kike Hernandez in the 2nd inning. Kyle Higashioka in the 3rd inning. It's been a long time. The 1-1, that is to the right side. Luis Arraez got a hit in the 3rd inning. Freddie Freeman in the 1st inning. So there has not been a base runner since the 3rd inning. Jason Adam is warming up at the bullpen. In the meantime, the 2-1. This is over to deep left field. Teoscar Hernandez sets this place on fire. My, Teoscar lets it fly. And the place goes crazy. It's 2-0 Dodgers. Teoscar, 420 feet to left field. He is smoking the Padres. Bottom of the 7th with 1 out is Yu Darvish. He curves it upstairs. This place is at a frenzy. Back, it's 2 solo shots. The Padres did not have a run since Game 3. As this one, Max Muncy gets it over to right field, running after Fernando Tatis Jr. He will make the catch in foul territory. Wow. The Teoscar Hernandez home run was a no-doubter. It was an opposite side home run. Right-handed batter hitting it to left field. He elevates that 420 feet to left field. The Tampa Bay Lightning, they have won 4-1 over the Carolina Hurricanes. Their game against the Hurricanes tomorrow at Amalie Arena has been postponed because of Hurricane Milton. 16 to 24 runs have been home runs in this series. In the 7th inning, that trend continues. 1-0 Blackhawks. Yu Darvish is done. Jason Allen will come in. Up next, in a moment. Mike Show is going to his high leverage relievers now as he is subbing out Darvish for Jason Adam. 2-0 Dodgers at the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs. The only runs scored on home runs. And it's by both Hernandezes, Kike and Teoscar Hernandez. With Kike beginning it in the 2nd inning, 428 feet to left center as Adam throws a first pitch strike at top center on a slider. Then it's Teoscar, 420 feet to left field. 7 RBI this series for Teoscar, which leads the team. And Kike Hernandez, who's filling in the place of the injured Miguel Rojas, is doing himself a nice favor at the plate. Jason Adam with 1.95 ERA. Split between the Tampa Bay Rays and the San Diego Padres. Throwing 81 strikeouts, 23 balls. Utilized at times as a closer. 1-2 as this is a cold strike just fitting into the top right corner. On a slider, that was the same pitch in which he used to get the first strike. Smith grounded to a double play on his first at-bat. Then flew out onto the other one. The 1-2. That's upstairs on a fastball. So that may have shook the momentum right out of the Padres with that home run from Teoscar. So the Dodgers have had the momentum in the last 2 games. They have held the Padres without a hit in 23 straight innings. Now it's a full count on a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. And if Smith reaches, you go to Kike Hernandez, who hit the first home run this game. This one grounding right to the left of Machado. It's a base hit for Will Smith. And the resources the Dodgers have put together here to field this lineup has them well equipped to make a deep run. The Padres, they have the best shot at knocking off the Dodgers and playing the underdog role. They're not afraid of them, as shown by the regular season series in which San Diego won 8-5. So the Dodgers. And here comes the stolen base attempt for Will Smith. He is safe. Will Smith takes second on a run all the way 90 feet out. One could say it's 80 feet. As he stepped in front, as he was ready to take off. He got there just before the foot slid in. Right before the tag was made. And Teoscar's loving that. Teoscar Hernandez, the man of the hour here in Los Angeles. The 0-1. Big swing and miss on a sweeper. Jason Adam tasked with getting the final out of the 7th inning. Then possibly handing things off to Tanner Scott in the 8th inning. Going back to Game 4, the Dodgers have put on a show. Since the 2nd inning of Game 3, the Dodgers have outscored the Padres 14-0. That one's fouled back, and Kike will stay put. The organist is playing Ole, 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 ole. At bat per home runs in his career for Kike Hernandez, 13.3 in the postseason, 29.1 in the regular season. The Kike, big time playoff performer as he did not go on a fastball. It went upstairs for Adam. 1-2 count. Let's go Dodgers chance here. Underway is the St. Louis Blues and the Vegas Golden Knights at T-Mobile Arena as Adam looks to second. Now delivers to Kike. He points at Smith as he takes ball 2. To some guys, they immediately make their impact felt. It is now a 2-2 count for Kike. Let's see what is the next one here. Ground ball to Machado. He'll deliver a long throw all the way to first base, and Kike will sit down. The Padres have 6 more outs to get something. Teoscar Hernandez on a solo shot to left field gets the Dodgers up 2-0. 8th inning is up next. Now on to the 8th inning. The Dodgers are putting themselves together a complete pitching performance. We bring you to the top of the 8th. Bogarts, Peralta, Cronenworth are the 3 up. And the most dangerous of those, being Peralta and Vesia, had some trouble at the warm-ups. Might have tweaked something, so he is getting subbed out after the warm-ups. So Michael Kopech comes in. He is facing off against Bogarts, Peralta, and Cronenworth. And the lights are out as they are getting the arrival of Michael Kopech from the bullpen as he marches on. He came over at the trade deadline for the Chicago White Sox. The Dodgers pitching staff has pitched 22 consecutive scoreless innings between 15 pitchers, the longest in a Dodgers single postseason. We don't know how long this is going to go, as Kopech is getting the signal from the umpires. Freddie Freeman at first base. Bogarts set to bat, 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. This is his 3rd plate appearance. The big strength for him is that top left corner, where he is batting .429 this postseason. Generally, that's that top area for Bogarts, batting .321, .350 at top center and top right. The weakness at bottom left, he is batting .182 from that area. So to give it a reset, Kike Hernandez hit a home run to left center from 428 feet out. Teoscar Hernandez to left field 420 feet out. Fox is currently at a commercial break, but we are with you the entire way throughout this time. Blackhawks and Jets in the 3rd period. Chicago leads 1-0 thanks to Ryan Donato, assisted by Pat Maroon. The Tampa Bay Lightning get a win out the Carolina Hurricanes 4-1 to begin their new season. It's not just a win for them, but also a win for the Tampa Bay area. This victory means more to the city and the general area, given the circumstances. Given the devastation that Hurricane Milton has caused to Tampa Bay. I'm proud of the Lightning for getting a big win. It means more than just hockey. It means more than just sports. It means the world to them. An excellent work by the Lightning as they want to start the season on top. And what a win it is for them. A power play goal for Kucherov on the win. Or power play that led the league in conversion percentage last season. The big emphasis, however, has to be on 5-on-5. And throughout those opening periods, they have played nicely at 5-on-5 in that regard for the Bolts. They played better there. Despite the Hurricanes giving up the first goal of the game, they did not surrender any other goals the rest of the way. The Flyers and the Canucks are already underway. Matvei Michkov playing his first minutes in the National Hockey League over at Vancouver, British Columbia. Arvid Soderblom maintaining a 23-save shutout. Carter Hellebuck has stopped 18 of 19. The only blunder, the Donato goal. And it's early on between Philadelphia and Vancouver. Can't get a full gauge at that one. So tomorrow, college football action is on the way. Yesterday, the San Francisco 49ers defeated the Seattle Seahawks 36-22. Despite concern of Jordan Mason as he has an AC joint sprain, but it's not major damage to that shoulder on that right side. No shoulder may be necessitated. No shoulder surgery may be necessitated. He may be good to go. Isaac Garendo filled in nicely in the absence of Mason. Kopech pitching to Bogarts. Long beard. And acquired from the White Sox. 4 hits to 2 in favor of the Dodgers, with 2 of them being home runs. The Padres have as many hits as the Dodgers have runs, both of them being homers. First pitch by Kopech is at the bottom right side. One of the weaknesses for Bogarts. Chris Taylor swats in at left field. Teoscar is done. So Taylor will be batting 4th in the order. This is a bouncing ball, a cutter. 91, a big cutter. Bogarts walked in the second. 4-4-16 in this series. He got stronger as time progressed, but not by much. This is lined directly to the eyesight of Gavin Lux, who jumped up to make the catch. 1 up and 1 away. And with Peralta coming on board. The longtime Diamondback, who spent 9 years with them, last year with the Dodgers, and now this year with the Padres. He's been on 3 of 5 NL West teams at 37 years old. The other 2 being the Rockies. A swing and a miss down the middle on a fastball. Has a powerful arm for Kopech as he delivered it down the middle. 4 pitches in. The Giants are the other team. 0-1. This is foul to left. Mike Schultz, the new manager at the Padres, after Bob Melvin left to manage the San Francisco Giants. He used to be the longtime manager of the Oakland Athletics, so Melvin's staying around the California area. 0-2. This is popped up. Tommy Edmonds steps up. He'll call for it. There's the catch. 2 up and 2 away. Cronenworth now at the plate. Higashioka on deck, if Cronenworth reaches. But given Cronenworth has struggled throughout this postseason, that could be unlikely. He is batting 143 so far. Yu Darvish, 198 ERA. He's been outstanding, but none of the Dodgers relievers has allowed a run. Blake Trinan is at the bullpen warming up for the save opportunity. Top center! 99 on the fastball. And it's an 0-1. Los Angeles looking to move on to the NLCS for the first time in 4 years, where they faced off against the Atlanta Braves. The 0-1 is at left center. Triple digits. 100 miles an hour from Kopech. Fly out and ground out for Cronenworth as he is 3 of 15 in this series with no home runs. The furthest he got to home plate was a triple in one of his hits. Fans raucous here. 0-2. Big swing and a miss. 1-0-2 to get us to the middle of the 8th. The Dodgers preserving this 2-0 lead. Both the Hernandezes doing their job. Michael Kopech doing his job. Cronenworth of a late swing and miss, and Kopech is pumped up. Bottom of the 8th when we return. into the bottom of the 8th in just a moment, as we're getting ready for what could be a thrilling conclusion here from Dodger Stadium, 1000 Finn Scully Avenue, and thousands, tens of thousands of Dodger fans on their feet. Gavin Lux, Tommy Edman, and Shohei Ohtani. Will this be Ohtani's turn to strike? Yet to find out as Lux sees his one go down the middle. First strike as Jason Adams is still going. He has not reached the 20 pitch count. 5 of 17 in the series for Lux. 2 groundouts this far in this game for him. For the second baseman. It's been so reliable as a rising role player, but so far, nothing doing as this one reached a rise. 1 up and 1 away. So Adam is still within that 20 pitch limit. Edman now up onto the plate. Ohtani is moving up. Onto the deck. And could this be a legacy solidifier for Shohei? He has struggled against Yu Darvish's career, but outside the home run in Game 1, Ohtani has largely been quiet. 0 for 3 in his plate appearances so far. 4 hits for the Dodgers, 2 for the Padres. Boys, those 2 home runs have been the difference. Kike Hernandez and Teoscar Hernandez. Blake Trinan, listed as the closer at 36 years old. A decade ago, he was on the Washington Nationals. The 1-0. Outside changeup, 88. Makes it a 2-0 count on Edman, who was acquired at the deadline from the St. Louis Cardinals. And Fernando Tatis Jr. doesn't want to have this season end for San Diego. The 2-0. Bouncing ball, this will reach Cronenworth. And just a simple toss to Arias. So this brings up Ohtani. He struck out twice, but does he have his moment here? One can anticipate as such. Rob Lowe, Mary Hart, Jason Bateman in attendance as we go into Celebrity Watch here at Dodger Stadium. Jimmy Kimmel here as well. Dave Winfield, a 2001 Hall of Fame inductee. And LeBron James, his Lakers are set to begin play 2 weeks from now. Brad Pitt is also here. And LeBron is enjoying the show. He and the Lakers getting set to begin the season in 2 weeks when they take on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ohtani getting set as the Padres are making a pitching change. Back in a moment. Alec Nava here with you. Scott, not a good matchup for Shohei Ohtani to go against. Another high leverage reliever. in which Ohtani's had trouble against. He swung and missed wildly on the first one. It was a slider. 92 miles an hour. 1 for 12 against Scott in his career for Ohtani. He is 0 for 3 on the day. Oh, that's a strike looking. That was outside, it seems, but by a baseball length, so Scott can get away with it, and to some extent. Does Ohtani have a clutch moment with him? Or it's being left to the relievers? It's 2-0 Dodgers, but so far, it's been both Hernandez's who have showed up at the bats. The 0-2. 100 miles an hour is a foul ball at the left side of the field. 0 for 3 is Ohtani with 2 strikeouts. And the Padres do up Higashioka, Arraez, and Tatis. Here is Tanner Scott. Big swing and a miss. Ohtani will sit down. And he may finish this game 0 for 4. The Padres, 3 more chances. Higashioka, Arraez, and Tatis. 1 for 2, 1 for 3, and 0 for 3. Blake Treinen coming out next. 9th inning. We'll be up. Well, we have an update. It is not Kyle Higashioka who is coming onto the plate for San Diego. It will be Donovan Solano, as he will be pinch hitting in the place of Higashioka. Blake Treinen, who got the save in Game 1. And he had no DSN for 2 games. He has a save through 2 2/3 innings pitched. No runs given up. A 1.93 ERA in the regular season. 56 strikeouts to 11 walks. He's been so efficient. And the Dodgers bullpen has been so efficient. No runs given up among the bullpen arms. Between the high leverage ones, including Michael Kopech, Evan Phillips, Alex Vesia, Anthony Banda. Here is Solano. As is swept over to the left corner. 85 miles an hour. Max Muncy shifts over to first base as well. Andy Pages at center field. Chris Taylor out left field. So we have some reinforcements on the way. Pages playing the Kevin Kiermaier spot. This is grounded to third, picked up by Kike Hernandez. The throw all the way across is right there for Muncy. They connect for the first out. Pages takes the place of Freeman. Taylor the place of Teoscar. So one up and one away. Kike Hernandez gets the job done right for Max Muncy. Now we go back to the top of the order. Luis Arias has not hit since the first inning, or the third inning, where he had a base hit to move Kyle Higashioka to second. But the San Diego Padres have had trouble. Strike one for a sweeper at 85. Located that pretty nice sweep. 421 is Arias through this series. 1-3 in this game. A base hit in the third inning. And Fernando Tatis Jr. is on deck. A home run can bring San Diego within one. That is off. Fastball 94 for Blake Treinen. Trying to get a second save of this series. The Treinen's been around, and at 36, he is still reliable. The 1-1. That is over at bottom left. Just outside. Amazingly so, it's 2-1 to the count. And amazingly so, these bullpen arms have been on point. The 2-1. That is foul back. 2-2 count. Was with the Nationals in the first 4 years of his career. The Oakland Athletics, 2017 to 2019. And the Dodgers since 2020, where he won a World Series with in his first year in LA. The 2-2. Before Blake Treinen on for the left side. Full count. 3-2 as Arias got out the way. That got him shaken up a bit. For the record, he has some updates. It is a tie game. Blues and Golden Knights. Pavel Buchnevich answered by Jack Eichel. Scoreless in Vancouver. Still it's 1-0 Chicago. 2 minutes to play there. Luis Arias 1 for 3 in this game. Fernando Tatis Jr. on deck. The 3-2. On the way to right field. Mookie Betts is backing up. Shy of the warning tracks. And the Dodgers are 1 out away from the NLCS. Jurickson Profar on his way on deck. And Tatis, does he have a clutch moment in him? Shohei Ohtani was 0 for 4. Fernando Tatis Jr. looking to avoid going 0 for 4. Tatis is the last hope. Ground ball to third. The Los Angeles Dodgers are headed to the NLCS. And Sadman has entered the building. For the 16th time ever, the Los Angeles Dodgers go to the NLCS to extend their own record. The last hope Tatis grounded out to third base where Kike Hernandez threw all the way to Max Muncy. And the Dodgers win it 2-0. Blake Treinen with a big-time saving effort as he preserves the victory. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, after he struggled in Game 1, he delivered a quality outing in Game 5. And when it mattered the most, it was both Kike Hernandez and Teoscar Hernandez who have delivered. And the relievers, who have been a big question mark all season long, did not allow a run against the Padres throughout this series. A team that the Dodgers lost the regular season series to, 8-5. They have slain their boogeyman and are moving on to face the New York Mets in the NLCS. The throw to Max Muncy all the way across as Kike Hernandez and Muncy in sync for the final out. And what a moment as Trinan points to the sky, thanking the heavens. And Shohei Ohtani, in his first postseason appearance. How do you feel now, buddy? You're going to the NLCS. Attaboy, man. And the hugs embrace. The celebration is on at Los Angeles. That is all from Dodger Stadium. Through all the injuries, through all the perseverance, with Freddie Freeman, Miguel Rojas, and everyone involved, they'll be starting this NLCS at Dodger Stadium on Sunday night. I'm Alec Nava, saying so long from the City of Angels. Good night, everyone, and stay safe. Take care, everyone. Have a good night, and enjoy the weekend.